Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got off work just a little bit ago and I was like, hey, I'm in face again, so let's film another video. Yeah, so I just got off work. I left my earrings there because I had to have like a headset on, so I took one off. I have one here, but I didn't feel like going all the way back and getting it once I realized, so yeah. Anyways, so like I said, I did just come from work, so I'm wearing all black because at Ulta you have to wear all black, but which I kind of wanted to go for a darker like look today, so that is why I look super pale. Yeah, so yeah, that happened. I promise I'm not this pale, it's just the way that the makeup is. Ugh, I look so weird without earrings. Anyway, so the point that I was making about getting to work is I'm wearing all black with some gold accessories, but it's pretty fitting for the topic that we're going to be talking about today, which is my dating life or dating as a transgender person, because basically it's death, like nothing. So as far as dating goes, there's so many things that I want to dive into and that I might not even get to because there's just so many different things that I think about as far as dating. So obviously, just to throw this out there, I am transgender, male to female, obviously. So, and I consider myself heterosexual in that state. I like men. I'm attracted to men and the things that men have. So yeah, again, if my voice is really like raspy or like cutting in and out like that, that's because I just got from work and I have to talk all day and be bubbly, which is fine. Like, I don't mind being bubbly, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I am considered heterosexual, feel female, and I want to date men. So that is kind of difficult. Just because, so I came out as gay over like 3 years ago. So for the longest, like, I dated gay guys, right? Because I was a gay guy. But in the spectrum that I'm in, gay guys don't want me because I am still physically male. I will eventually be female and I dress like a female and act like a female, whatever. Gay guys aren't attracted to femininity. Then straight guys don't really want to date me, not because I don't look feminine enough or whatever, or come off feminine enough. I'm physically male. So there's where that dilemma is it's neither. And apparently bisexuals are just like that thing in middle school that you come out as when you're curious and you don't want to be fully gay. Full disclaimer right now, I'm not bashing bisexuals or saying that they don't exist or that it's not a real sexuality, because I know they do get that a lot. I'm just saying, in my personal life, I never meet bisexual people. They're either straight or gay. I'll touch on that a little bit, but that's, in my mind, what would be the perfect either bisexual or pansexual. And I'm really not going to go into explaining all the different sexual and things. Basically, pansexual is where you see person, not gender. So that's kind of like a way that I can put it. But if you are curious about all this sexualities and gender, you can go Google them. Yeah. So to me, a bisexual male or a pansexual male would be the most benefiting to for me to date with my own personal preferences. As far as someone else who is trans, I have thought about this. I do know that a lot of trans girls are more likely to date trans men. I'm the complete opposite, I feel. Now, I've never run across that bridge to cross it to say which I would rather do. Just in my head, I feel like I am attracted to masculinity in men, of course, but there's a certain part of a guy that I just don't think I can do without. So I would probably be more prone to date a male to female than female to male. Again, no prejudices or anything like that. That's just my personal preference. So that's as far as that spectrum goes. Now, one of the biggest things that I find that people are attracted to me are like straight men, like straight, like they're not gay. Sometimes they're questioning or they don't want to come out. Like, obviously you're going to get that as a gay person or trans girl, because you're the safest thing to next. Like, you're still physically male, you got the downstairs mix up, but you look female and you can pass in public. So it's kind of like they can deal with it because you're feminine, you know? Mostly though, what I have encountered is straight, married, or military men. That's just what happens. I live in a military town, so that kind of opens up the range a little bit more. But military men, I'm telling you, they're just all about it, like all about it. Honestly, more than that, I get fetishes, which a sexual fetish is, I mean, I guess everybody has them, I understand, but apparently being transgender is a fetish to people. Like, I don't get that. Like, how am I, as a person, just being alive, a sexual fetish to you? I couldn't tell you how many guys message me and they're like all sweet at first, and then it just goes boom right into it. Like, there's no get to know you, like be friendly, like work out. Like, it's no, straight to the sex, straight to the sexual stuff, straight to the dirty talk, because I'm a fetish. They look at me as some, like, another sort of porn or some sexual fantasy, and that's not what I am. I'm a human being. I'm a person. So that does put a halt on dating or sex in general, because I'm not going to hook up with you because you are like, think I'm some like fantasy goddess thing. Like, I mean, it's flattering, thanks, but no thank you. I'm not about that life, especially on these hormones. And I'm not saying that I've never done hookups before or that I don't agree with them. At one point in my life, I didn't agree with them. I didn't do them. I was like, I'm just gonna date and that's it. But you get to a point where you really want what you want, and as long as you and the other person are consenting, and you're safe, I really don't see the issue. I don't believe in slut shaming or anything like that, so, you know, you do you. So, sorry about that. So I went to go swipe a message away and it like stopped recording. But anyways, so yeah, that's just my thought process on that. So I don't like being looked at as a fetish. I'm not just gonna randomly hook up with people just because I have more self-respect than that. And with hormones lowering my sex drive, like, I can make my sex drive come out if it needs to be, but I'm not just like constantly horny like I used to be. So I'm less likely to, can you stop? I'm trying to record. Like, yep, thanks. Which is nice for me, because I used to be one of those people that, like, if I was really, really, really in the mood and someone was just like really tempting and they were really attractive, even though I knew that they were going to come over, do what they wanted to do, leave and never talk to me again, I would do it, because I'm like, hey, I mean, he was hot, like, whatever. And that's okay, you know, that's fine. But now I'm just like, that's not what I want. Like, it's really not what I want at the end of the day. Like, when everything's said and done and you're just laying there afterwards and you're like, man, like, I don't regret it, but I wish it was more. So, yeah. So basically that leaves my love life here in Tennessee pretty dead, to be honest. Yeah, pretty dead. Because like I said, I've only ran into one pansexual person, and we did date for a little while. I will go into that a little bit. That's a whole different video, honestly. Like, whole different video. Yeah. But as far as bisexual people, I haven't really come across them. Like, I honestly haven't. Like, if I could meet a more straight acting, I guess, and I know that's so bad, because I love gay people. I have no problem with them. Just, I've never dated like a really like manly man, you know. So if I could find more of a straight acting bisexual person or pansexual, that would be fantastic. So if you know anyone, have them hit me up, because I'm single as a Pringle and ready to mingle, sir. So yeah, and that's not to say that I don't have people who are interested in me or what, not ever. I do have someone that lives in Nashville that is interested in me, but I feel like they're just a little, I won't say taken aback. They don't treat me any different. I just feel like they're maybe a little guarded because I am the first trans person that they've ever talked to or liked. And we have yet to meet, even though we've been trying for a very, very long time. Which comes into another thing, because I do have people that are attracted to me in the form of, if you don't know what a cross-dresser or sissy, not saying those two things are the same thing at all, but I do know people that are attracted to me that want to become me, or they are sissy or cross-dresser, which means I do believe with cross-dressing, it's just you take pleasure in like cross-dressing, like dressing in women's clothes. I think it becomes more sexual and fantasy and fetishy when it gets to being a sissy. And that's basically where you're like, you're not dominant, and dressing up in women's clothes like turns you on sexually, and that's just something that you look at as a form of release. Again, not my cup of tea. Have no problem with it. That's totally you, but that's not what I do. That's not why I'm here, and it's not something that turns me on as well. I don't care if a guy dresses up, but when he starts getting sexual about it, that's when I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be a no from me. Hit the red X. No, thank you. So yeah, there's pretty much my dating life. And it's not to say that I don't try. I don't really try in public just because I know fear of safety, I guess. Like, I don't want to get like beat up from hitting on someone. And I have multiple apps. I still have a Grindr just because I get bored, and that shit's addicting. Like, if you get rid of Grindr, like legit forever, please tell me your secrets. I don't really get on there all that often, but I just have it, and I get on there sometimes because there's sometimes cool people to talk to. I have a Hot or Not, I have a Tinder, and then I have just the regular social media, which people could meet me on, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, that's basically it with my dating. Did want to give you an update. So today has been kind of a wish-washy day. I got up, I got ready, I wanted to look nice because I knew that I was going to be working with the public again today, which I was super excited about. Went great shift. Then I went to Chipotle and got some food, and hello, Chipotle is life, so I was super happy about that. And then I went to go get my hormones because I recently went in for a checkup since my last video, and they actually doubled my dosages, which is super great. So hopefully things will be going better later on. So was excited about that, and I went to go get them today because I've been busy since I went to the doctor, and I still have leftover hormones. And apparently my insurance was terminated. So like I get in, and I also bought turmeric for a do-it-yourself, like at home, like DIY facial hair removal like thing that I wanted to try. I don't know if I'll videotape that just because like that's just not cute to me. But I went to go get some turmeric to do that with, and then get my hormones, and they scanned everything together, and she was about to scan the turmeric, and she's like, yeah, it's $66. And I was like, which to some people that might not be expensive, but I'm used to paying $3, and I pay the tax on the medicine. I don't pay for the medicine because my insurance covers it. And I was like, no. And she was like, oh, do you have insurance? And then she scanned it, and it said that it was like gone. So then I called my insurance people. They said yes, it was. So they directed me to somebody else. who directed me to someone else, and basically there's just this whole thing up in the air right now. I had to file a claim, and what did they call it? It was something else that I had to, like, some process that I go through. I literally spoke to like 10 people to try to get my insurance back. It could take up to 90 days, which is not great because I don't feel like I'm gonna have the money to just be throwing at these hormones right now. $66 for the hormones. It was like $55 for one and $8 for the other. Like, I don't have that to just be throwing around. Like, I literally don't have it. So luckily I do still have some leftovers from last month's hormones. So I can use those. But after that, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And that pisses me off to no end. So, yeah. But that's how that went. And now I'm home finishing this video because it's probably going to be a longer one again, which all mine are. If you guys don't like it, you don't have to watch the full thing. I'm probably more like chill and calm down in this one because the last time I was literally loopy tired. Like, I was so tired. Yeah. I know a few of you might ask what I used for this. I will show you real quick. It is NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. So it looks like this. It has like a little diamond on the top. I recommend it. It's super smooth. It's different. I used to use, oh my gosh. I used to use, it's NMS07. It's Knit New York. And it was a black like lipstick, but it's really chalky and crusty, and do that and it would be gone. This stayed on all day. The only time I reapplied is just now before I started the camera because I did go eat Chipotle and I was like grubbing in, and just like right here where I was like hardcore eating, it just came off a little bit. It was a little bit splotchy. But besides that, feels great on my lips. Doesn't come off. It's not on my teeth or anything. So yeah, that's that. But I'm gonna wrap up this video, you guys. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat, friend me on Facebook, and I guess follow me on Twitter as well. Tweet me, DM me, whatever you guys want to do. Let me know about some more video suggestions if you have anything. Like I said, I do have a list here of everything that I do want to talk about, and I'm only on the second one that I'm crossing off now. So yeah, I'll leave you guys at that. Thanks for coming back, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Stay sassy.